those good? Sure, I'll get some.
Welcome all to the University of Fort Lauderdale South Regional Playoffs. Game 3. Game 3 today. It is cooking here in the booth. It is cooking there outside. And I'm just going to apologize once for the lighting right now. We call this the witching hour. 5 o'clock to about 6:30. It's impossible to get a good angle here with the lighting. We can only really broadcast from this particular booth. So we are sorry about that. Feel bad. But we'll try to paint you the picture as the number 1 ranked UFTL Eagles. The number 1 ranked UFTL Eagles on full display today, hosting the South Region as they take on Bob Jones. And let's be honest, they've done a tremendous job today, Bob Jones, and yesterday of getting the win. They won 12-7. 12-7. And they are going to do the national anthem. So we'll be back right after the national anthem. Again, Bob Jones versus the University of Fort Lauderdale Eagles live on YouTube. Back live here in the South Regional Playoffs. Bob Jones won the first game today. Actually, it was the first game yesterday, to be honest with you. And we are in the witching hour. Very hard to see here from the booth, but we'll try to do the best we can for you here. Live on YouTube, just give us till about 6:15, and you'll have a clear picture. Starting lineups, Kirkpatrick. Batting 366, Brandt, the center fielder, 261, Burke. 378, Johnson, the right fielder, 295, Kennedy. First baseman batting 231, Prowse. 307, Gomez, 219, French, 292, Gonzalez. Batting 179, Quinlan will pitch. 11 earned run average. Let's get your starting lineup for the University of Fort Lauderdale. Eric Scott batting first, playing shortstop. Jordan Lewis, the left fielder. Juan J.B. Nunez. First base, Ryan Reifenberg. Right field, Rolando Lujo playing second base. Chris Martin playing third. Wilbert Javier Vargas is designated hitter. Rosario playing center field. And Gabe Manguel, left fielder. David Siciliano, 2.49 earned run average. 35 Ks on the year. So the Eagles, the long-awaited trip to the South Region. They lost to Bob Jones last year as a higher seed. So they want to get some revenge. But Bob Jones has a lot of momentum. After winning 12-7. I am your host, Monty Perez, a.k.a. The Sports Whisperer. Pleased to meet you. Number 19 up, Kirkpatrick, catcher. As the Bruins Looking to keep their momentum going. Looking to keep the hot streak alive. Strike call on the outside corner for Siciliano. Coach David Ernst talks highly about Siciliano. The wind up and pitch. Ooh, on the outside corner. 1-1. Siciliano getting the start here. This is a talented group of pitchers that the UFTL has. Shot to Chris Martin. Over to first. One down. So Kirkpatrick grounds out. Brandt coming up, batting .261 on the year. Eagles the number 1 seed here. Bob Jones number 5. But win or lose, Bob Jones will live to fight another day, as they won the first game. 1 ball, no strike to Brandt. It's double elimination. Ground ball to second. 2 up, 2 down. Be interesting to see how many postseason awards we will get for all South region. Looking at about 7, maybe 9 players on this roster that could be first team or second team all South region. And you're probably looking at about 4, maybe 5 All-Americans for the University of Fort Lauderdale Eagles. Ranked 3 in the country, number 1 in the South region. Burkup batting .378 on the season. Pop up. Going back. 3 up, 3 down. So if you're the Eagles, taking care of business right away. David Siciliano, nice job. Eagles coming to bat. This potent offense. We're back live here as UFTL gets to bat the bottom of the first. Let's go through this lineup. Eric Scott, 51 for 51 stolen bases. Jordan Lewis, 5 HRs, 29 RBI. Juan Jamie Nunez, 407 average, 59 RBIs. Ryan Reifenberg could be South Regional Player of the Year with Juan Jamie Nunez. It all depends. He's having a monster year, 417 average. Ronald Lujo, 8 HRs, 52 RBI. Chris Martin, 27 walks, 310 batting average. Wilbert Javier Vargas, 9 HRs, leads him on the team. There's Joe, Coach Joe Adair, running to first. Did a great job of getting this field ready. John Rosario batting .316, the catcher. Gabe Manuel, 308. And that is your starting lineup here for the UFTL Eagles. Eric Scott, who could be South Region Player of the Year as well, with 51 for 51 stolen bases, 388 average, 70 runs scored for the speedy Eric Scott. Eric Scott, just phenomenal. Getting on base, scoring runs. Does a little bit of everything, does Eric Scott. So Eric Scott here takes the first strike of the inning. The pitcher, Quinlan, has an 11 earned run average. Jason Quinlan.
Stats for the game. Live stats.
Live stats on Game Changer. 0-2 count to Eric Scott. We call him the Flash. He's that fast. There's a pop-up. Should be playable. First out of the inning. Jordan Lewis as Eric Scott flies out. Got to be happy if you're the pitchers right now to get Eric Scott, the speedy Eric Scott, off the bases. But I think we're number 3 in the country in stolen bases. Swing and a miss right there. Eagles have 167 stolen bases, 182 attempts. That's pretty scary. Jordan Lewis, 339 average, 5 HRs, 29 RBI. 2 strikes now to Jordan Lewis. Bottom of the first inning. Thanks so much for joining us here live on YouTube. High ball. 2-1. Make sure to give us a thumbs up for this particular episode. 8 p.m. tonight, the elimination game. Jordan Lewis, swing and a miss in the catcher's glove. 2 outs. Brings up Juan Jamie Nunez. 8 home runs, 59 runs batted in.
Was gonna try to take her with you, but we have to take Rachel's going to the baseball team and then flying over to you guys. So it's like.
So here we go. Juan Jamie Nunez is a ground ball. Juan looks like getting a double here, going into second base. Gonna slide in there. So a double for Juan Jamie Nunez. Nice piece of hitting there. Gonna bring up Ryan Reifenberg, 417, 42 RBI. Again. So Ryan Reifenberg now, RBI situation. Reifenberg, swing and miss on that one. Tired dugout singing Ryan Reifenberg theme music. If you're just joining us, 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first for Bob Jones. Ryan Reifenberg 2 out. Good eye, 1-1. Juan Jamie Nunez with a nice double. 2 out double. Ryan Reifenberg has been so solid. We call him Mr. Efficiency. Just does everything well. 5-tool player. Hits for power, average speed, can throw, can defend. Takes a strike call there. 1-2, 2 outs. Trying to get a breeze in this booth. It's been a hot day. Oh, high ball. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Ryan Reifenberg, him and Chris Martin, about the 2 most patient hitters you'll ever see in the NCCAA. And Ryan takes a swing out of that one, and that ends the inning. So the Eagles get a double, but do not score. Anytime you could shut us out in an inning, that's a win. Nice job by Bob Jones, who continues their momentum after winning the first game 12-7 in extra innings, heading to the top of the second, 0-0.
worried about cold butts. Had to bring the heated.
Whoa, look at that reaction. Look at that. Back live here, top of the second. Right fielder number 42, Johnson.
Wow. What a nice boot bag with ice.
Ooh, low ball there. In the bottom of the second inning. Siciliano pitching.
2-0 as a head coach, too.
There's a shot down the foul ball, out of play.
Billy was ejected 2 games. I won both. Watches there.
I'm a witness to that. Drew Powell. Tammy coming into the booth, forgetting we're live on the air. Just spewing stuff to Drew Powell. Head coach Drew Powell. Foul back and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. What you notice about the UFTL pitchers, for the most part, they all work at a very fast pace. And I love that because it keeps the defense engaged. Swing and a miss. The whiff. Good job there by Siciliano. Siciliano, 1 strikeout on the day. So Kennedy goes down on strikes. I'm sorry, Johnson goes down on strikes. Brings up Kennedy, number 14, batting .231 on the year. So last year, the Eagles had a 5-1 lead against Bob Jones. Got a rain delay, and they wound up losing that game to a man. They have not forgotten that. As number 5, Bob Jones, taking on number 1, UFTL. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Hopefully it'll cool down a little bit here over the next hour or so. As you see the sun in the background, the clouds. Picturesque view here. Foul ball. Looks like Katie Atkins and Mercer going over to get that ball. 2 softball, South Region champs. UFTL softball. Back-to-back titles for Coach Billy Glessner. And new addition, Drew Powell. They'll be going to Dallas to play in the World Series. 1-2. 2-2. Good patience there by number 14, Kennedy. Not getting overactive. It's got to be hard if you're an offensive player here and a pitcher facing the UFTL Eagles, because you know you got to put up runs. Swing and a miss. Officially the second strikeout of the day for Siciliano. I'm going to do it right now. Say it with me in 3, 2, 1. The whiff. 2 strikes now, 2 outs, and it'll bring up Prouse, who's in left field, 307. Bob Jones, the blue and gold uniforms, the Eagles in the white, cream, and maroon. Is that correct? Cream or white? Cream and maroon. Strike call there. Siciliano painting the corner. 2 strikes now. Pop up. Foul backing out of play. Way to stay alive, Prouse. Couldn't be more impressed with Bob Jones, how they came into this tournament. Took a 5-1 lead and just kept battling back. And you just felt like, even though we went to extra innings, that they were in control of the game and pulled the minor upset. Very impressed with them. And this is what they do, right? They just scrap, get a couple runs, and look to steal games. Coaching staff's got to be happy that they are going to survive and make it to the second game, second day. This is the second game they're playing today. Almost like a doubleheader for them, even though they had to wait after the second game. Ball in the dirt, nice stop by Rosario. Eagles had a runner on at second. Juan Jamie Nunez. 2 out, double. And Ryan Reifberg could not drive him in. Ryan's been phenomenal at that all year long. Baseball's such a funny game. Even if you're great, swing and a miss! The whiff. Let's go. If you're the Eagles right now, you got to love the way he's pitching. Unofficial 3 strikeouts. Going to the bottom of the second inning. UFTL 0, Bob Jones 0. Bottom of the second brings up number 27, Rolando Lujo. The power that he has is unbelievable. 374 average, 8 HRs, 52 RBI. Takes the ball there. 1-1. Base hit for Lujo. Sorry about that. We had a rope down the left field line for a single. So Lujo gets on with a beautiful single to left field. Chris Martin. Talk about someone who takes a lot of pitches. Gets hit a lot. But Chris Martin takes a strike on the outside corner. Lujo's got very good speed. 14 for 15 in stolen bases this year is Rolando Lujo. So he'll steal a base. Throws over to first. Chris Martin. Another player, could be all South region this year. Just a phenomenal career. Strike call on the outside corner. back over to first. Nothing happening. Lua with a nice lead. Chris Martin. Ground ball. Nope. He was going to try to steal that play there. But it's an out, 1 out. Shortstop tried to be a little sneaky there. I like the attempt. Try to drop it and get the double play. But Chris Martin lines out to the shortstop. Wilbert Javier Vargas leads the team with 9 HRs. Wilbert's only played in 39 games. He has been battling injuries, batting .289, 47 RBI, but leads the team in home runs. That's the kind of power he has. Made a great catch in the last homestand. Dove into left center. And kind of tweaked his hamstring a little bit. But he's pinch hitting today. Says he's feeling healthier and healthier. Ball in the dirt. So a runner will advance to second. Lujo advances to second. So a runner on at second now. Wilbert Javier Vargas with an RBI opportunity. Throws way behind him, ball. 3-0 count. Wilbert Javier Vargas. There's no easy outs in this lineup. As Rosario, the catcher, on deck. And Gabe Manguel batting in ninth position. Both of them hitting over 300. Javier Vargas draws a walk. Let's see if Coach Billy gets a pinch runner in for him. Let's see if we do it. No, he's not. Okay. Brings up Rosario. .316 average. First and second now. A lot happening here. For RBI opportunities. Swing through that one. So Rosario, him and Ethan Stevens have both done a tremendous job at the plate this year. Both of our catchers batting over 300. Ball in the dirt, 1-1. It's been a long day here at the ballpark, but a victory will make us all less tired. On the inside corner, Rosario looked back. Hard to argue balls and strikes when you're a catcher because you want those calls for your pitcher. 1-2 count, 1 out. Both times now the Eagles have had a runner on at second base. Strike 3 call. So Rosario goes down on strikes. Gabe Manguel. Gabe Manguel up. That's one thing we always talk about. Coach Drew Powell was a player last year. Drew Powell, would you get up? And he was super aggressive, right? Always swinging. Yep. Drew Powell was very aggressive. Had a phenomenal year last year. 2-0 count to Gabe Manguel. Gabe, who does our lines for the softball game. You know, it's amazing. He's so talented, but we're so talented. He's almost like the 3.5, outfielders. Gabe can play all 3 positions, always pinch runs for the catcher. So talented. Gabe Manguel batting over 300 on the season. 10 stolen bases. RBI opportunity here for Gabe. Swings through that one. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning. Thanks so much for joining us here live on YouTube as we are hosting the South Region Championships. Back at it tomorrow, but we got one more game, the elimination game. Be high drama tonight as the Chargers will take on Toccoa Falls. Both of them losing earlier today. Chargers losing to Bob Jones here. And Toccoa Falls losing to Trinity Baptist. Trinity Baptist pitcher, 11 strikeouts. They're done for the day. One and done for Trinity Baptist. Runner's going. Gabe down the third base line, and he tags him out. He roped it down the third base line, but the third baseman scooped it up. And that ends the inning. Bishop Fernandez in sight at the game. The gentleman who started this university, Bishop Fernandez, is here. You know it's a big-time game when the big-time people show up. Welcome back to the South Regional Playoffs. Bob Jones, 0. University of Fort Lauderdale Eagles, 0. Number 23, Gomez up, batting .219 on the season. Siciliano, 3 strikeouts so far. Pitching a gem right now. Has all the batters confused. 1 strike now to Gomez. Shortstop. Foul back and out of play, almost coming into the booth. Good thing we have Golden Glove Alexia Gary, who, by the way, never be it for one to showboat, but Payne College hit a rocket to her. She caught it, backhanded, and flipped it up on the mound and just walked off like, this is my world. Do you remember that, Gary? Yes, she does. So, strikeout there for Siciliano, his 4th on the day. Gomez goes down swinging. And that'll bring up French, the designated hitter, number 15. Gary will probably be All-American. Let's hope so. Ground ball. Over to second. 2 up, 2 down. Brings up number 3, Gonzalez. If you remember in the first game, Drew, he was the one who hit a home run, and they took it away from him. Why? Because they said he didn't touch home plate, and I know for a fact that he did. And it was his first home run of the season. Ball 1 on the inside part of the plate. Siciliano being very efficient right now. Again, Coach David Ernst and this coaching staff. On the outside corner, ball 2.
Oh, there's that earpiece. Bluetooth earpiece.
0-2 count. Big shout out to Bishop Fernandez here, the founder of UFTL. Big supporter of our team. Strike call there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bishop Fernandez in the house, supporting the number 1 ranked Eagles. I follow Bishop Fernandez. Ground ball. I follow Bishop Fernandez on social media. Had a very good message today about talking to Jesus and living the right way. On the outside corner, got a full count now to number 9 hitter Gonzalez. Fans still coming in, Drew. I like it. As the night sky starting to take shape, popped up. David Siciliano calls off Chris Martin. Normally the pitcher gets out of the way, but David's like, I got this bad boy. So we're going to the bottom of the 3rd, 0-0. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Top of the order for the Eagles. Eric Scott, 0 for 1 on the day. Did you ever see the Bad News Bears where the guy catches everything? That's what Drew's telling Alexa Gary to do. Catch everything. Eric Scott with a beautiful. Don't even throw it. Don't even throw it. I'll tell you what. I give all the credit in the world to Burke. He made that a lot closer than it normally is because the flash, when he bunts it down the 3rd base line, it's automatic. Burke had a great jump, barehanded it, and made a heck of a play. Hats off to Burke. I know you didn't get the out, but that was closer than a lot of plays we've seen Eric Scott bunt down the 3rd base line. So Eric Scott now 1 for 2 on the day. Brings up Jordan Lewis, who struck out his last time up. Don't know what the umpire's questioning here, Drew. Do you? Writing something down. Not having a pinch runner for Eric Scott, not having any batters in here. Don't know what's all the ruckus. But now, the umpires are gathering. Got some drama going on that we don't know about. Maybe they're trying to figure out what their dinner plans are tonight. Maybe go over to Flanagan's. Maybe go over to Flanagan's. Maybe go over to Umberto's, one of the best Italian restaurants. Free plug in Fort Lauderdale. Get your chicken piccata. Oh my goodness, I could use some of that right now. Maybe go over to, let's see, where else we go. Oh, the umpire's mask is broken, so it's a safety issue. And he gets help from the other umpire. Safety first. I say that every time I get into the car and I put my seatbelt on. Safety first. Every time. So Jordan Lewis now up. As the flash, Eric Scott, 1 for 2 with the bunt. Eric Scott, 51 for 51 in stolen bases. You think he's going to steal one here? Oh, I think so. If I'm a betting man, which I am not, I do not partake in betting. But if I was, I'd bet Eric Scott's going to steal. $51 for 51 stolen bases. He's got 70 runs scored on the year. 70! He's Scott. Swing and a miss. Jordan Lewis cuts through that one. Got one more game after this bad boy. The elimination game coming up next. Over to first, nothing doing there. The elimination game between Southeastern Baptist and Toccoa Falls. Probably about 8 p.m., depending on what time this one ends. Always fun to watch the elimination games where you use everyone you can in your lineup and in your pitching staff because there is no tomorrow. Ooh, that would have been a great pitch to run. One and one here. Over to first again. Quick move there. It's got a nice move for a righty. Nice job. You see the beautiful picturesque scene here in South Florida on the screen there with those heavenly clouds. Quick pitch. Kind of food Jordan Lewis going back should be playable. Look at the power Jordan Lewis has. Got underneath that and missed it and almost hit a home run. But a deep out for Jordan Lewis, 1 out. Brings up Juan Jamie Nunez, who had a double his last time at bat. Starting to cool down a little bit, thankfully. Over to first again. Seen a lot of pitchers throw over to first to try to keep Eric Scott close to the bag. And sometimes it gets away from the first baseman and he advances to second. Seen that numerous times this year. On the outside corner for a strike. Nice job so far. Of pitching here by Jason Quinlan. Keep throwing. Got to keep Eric Scott close. He has never been thrown out. And in 4 years, he has never been thrown out from the catcher. There's a shot into the gap. Going back. Get out of town! Home run by Juan Jamie Nunez. We call him Hulk. 2-run jack. What a shot. Just kept carrying. Home run. Two to 0, Eagles lead on the bat of Juan Jamie Nunez. Brings up Ryan Reifenberg. So a double, an HR for Juan Jamie Nunez. Ryan Reifenberg has a strikeout. I don't want to say anything, but the minute Bishop Fernandez came in here, call it divine intervention or whatnot, we took the lead. Bishop bringing us some luck. As Ryan Reifenberg having one of the best senior seasons you could have as a baseball player. Takes a ball there. 2-1. 1 out. As Juan Jamie Nunez, ball kept carrying. The center fielder thought he'd have a play on it, but the power was just too much. Didn't clear the fence by that much, but enough power in left center to plate 2 runners. Eric Scott scored, and Juan Jamie Nunez. That's what this team does. They just keep coming at you. Got power. We got speed. We hit for average. Hitting .343 on the season. Ryan Reifenberg, one of the senior leaders on this team. Takes a walk. It's what Ryan does. Mr. Efficiency. Finds a way to get on base no matter what. Single for Lujo last time up. 1 out. Foul back. Out of play. Lujo with the sharp ground ball to third, and he throws it away. So Ryan Reifenberg, runner, try to get the speedy Reifenberg at second, threw from his knees. We'll give him a single error there, Drew. So an error on the third baseman. And I'll bring up Chris Martin, who lined out his first time up. First and third now. The offense starting to take over here for the Eagles. Offensive firepower. Drew, is this something new where everyone sings the song in the dugout? Did you guys do that last year? First and third, 1 out. Chris Martin. Talk about a career this young man has had. Hits, walks, hits, walks. Your prototypical gap hitter can hit for power, has a few home runs as well. But Jacob LaRock running full speed down the sideline. Jacob LaRock, what's his 40 time, Drew? Chris Martin with the long foul ball. And bullpen Jesus, as they call him, Jacob LaRock, because he saves the day all the time. Sprinting top speed to go get that ball. Student body president, Jacob LaRock, taking over for the aforementioned Drew Powell. Drew Powell retired. Runners going, nothing doing. Stolen base, did not throw. So a stolen base for Lujo. That's Chris Martin now. Great RBI opportunity. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Watching the University of Fort Lauderdale Eagles live here on YouTube with me, Monty Perez, Sports Information Director and the voice of the Eagles. Pleased to meet you. Thanks so much for tuning in. One and 2 to Chris Martin. On the outside corner, 2 and 2. It's what Chris Martin does. Just takes pitches, knows the strike zone through and through. and doesn't rush it. Chris Martin drives it into center field. In comes Ryan Reifenberg. In comes Luo. Chris Martin. Chris Martin with a 2 RBI single to make it 4-0. That was a dangerous play there. Luo slid into the bat. Chris Martin, single. 2 RBI. 4-0. Wilbert Javier Vargas, base on balls. Strike on the outside corner. Wilbert Javier Vargas. Again, we mentioned him earlier. 9 home runs, 47 RBI. Leads the team in home runs. Over to first. Chris Martin can steal. Don't kid yourself. We don't talk about him and Ryan Reifenberg enough. Ryan Reifenberg, 20 out of 22 stolen bases. Chris Martin, 7 out of 8. Wilbert drives one deep, going back. Off the wall. Chris Martin had a hold up. He'll get to third, and Wilbert with a stand-up double. Chris Martin slides into third. Wilbert Javier Vargas cruises in with a double. Wheels starting to fall off here for the Bruins. Pinch hitter, number 20 coming in, Yanquiel Gonzalez. Pinch hitting for Rosario. Catcher talking to his pitcher a long time. The umpire giving him leeway. As the Eagles now cruising 4-0. They call him Yankee. Let's see if he could play like a Yankee. The New York Yankees, that is. There's a shot. Just missed that one. He was all over it. Would have been a home run, just slicing foul. Yankee smoked that one to left field. In the hole now, 2 strikes. Second and third, 1 out. Eagles looking to break this game wide open. There's a shot. Should be playable. And it is. And the runner scores. So a nice job by Coach Gillespie and a nice job by Yankee to get a sacrifice. It is now 5-0. Five to 0 now. Eagles in command of this one. As Yankee pinch hitting, gets the job done. Gets a sacrifice fly. So good for him. Pinch hitter, RBI. That's what you call a positive out. As Gabe Manguel now up. Balk. So Wilbur will advance to third. Gabe grounded out his first time up. Eagles up 5-0 now. And don't appear to be slowing down. Three-two count. I'm sorry, 2-0 count. Wilbur Javier Vargas on third. Big cut there by Gabe. As Eric Scott on deck. Scored a run after getting a bunt. And cruised around the bases when Juan J.B. Nunez jacked a home run. There's a shot for Gabe. That's going to score a run. 6-0 now. Eric Scott now. Eric Scott. Bunt last time. It's phenomenal. Just a prototypical leadoff hitter. Has some power, but gets gaps, goes first to third, second to home. Will beat out 90% of the bunts. Eric Scott. Ball in the dirt. Manguel, we know he could steal 10 stolen bases on the year. So the Eagles are the number 1 seed. Power rankings are ranked 3rd in the country. They win this, they go to Kansas City for the World Series. Eric Scott just got underneath one. He's upset. He just missed that one. And Eric Scott, very upset there. But a great inning if you're an Eagle fan. 6-0. Winning by 2 field goals, or, as Drew would say, touchdown and a missed 2-point conversion.
In 2006, we founded Yeti Coolers.
Liberal arts or ministry? Jumpstart your career today by enrolling at University of Fort Lauderdale, one of South Florida's premier Christian institutes of learning. Whether on campus or through online classes, University of Fort Lauderdale has everything to equip and prepare you for the career you're seeking. We offer associate's, bachelor's, and master's degrees in various fields of study through our colleges of business leadership, religious studies, and liberal arts. From Christian counseling to Christian education, from business administration to criminal justice, from broadcasting and theatrical production to information technology. It's all here, and it's waiting for you. Prepare to meet your future head on. Get started on your career path the right way. Financial aid is available. University of Fort Lauderdale, a place where change happens. For more information, visit us at uftl.edu.
Top 4. Eagles score 6. Take a command 6-0 lead. Siciliano pitching as Kirkpatrick, the catcher, gets a base hit. Nice base knock there. He's batting .366 on the year. And he'll bring up Brandt, the center fielder who grounded out his first time up. So Brandt comes up with a runner on. And if you're Bob Jones, it's exactly what you want. If you're the Bruins, you just want to get some base runners on. You want to feel good about yourself. Want to get some momentum. Siciliano's been pitching great. So far, so good. 4 innings. 34 pitches. High ball on the outside corner. 2-0. Runner on first. As Bob Jones will survive another day here after winning the opening game in impressive fashion. Fouled off his foot. That's got to hurt. They won 12-7. They were up 5-1. The Chargers came back to tie it up. 5-5. Bob Jones went up 7-5. And what happened after that? 7-7. And in the top of the 8th, Bob Jones explodes for 5 runs. And they earned that victory. They came here to play yesterday, took an early lead. And all the credit in the world to them to beat a good Charger team who has a potent offense, but they outscored them, scoring 12 runs in their opening game. Can't be easy for them as they played the first game yesterday, the only team that played. Then they had to come back early today and play. And now playing here in what's considered the nightcap, but we do have one more after this, the elimination game. Can't wait for that one. That's going to be fun. The elimination game coming up between Toccoa Falls and Southeastern Baptist. Trinity Baptist played one game and went back to the hotel. Probably going to Las Olas, enjoy a nice dinner. Maybe at Louis Bosa, a little pasta, carb up for the long day tomorrow. If you're visiting Florida, you got to check out Las Olas. Reminds me of Hoboken, New Jersey. Las Olas, literally a restaurant and bar for 5 straight blocks. Toccoa Falls entering the baseball park right now, playing in the elimination game at 8 p.m. tonight. There's a shot. Hit deep going back is Wilbert Javier Vargas back. Jordan Lewis who makes the play. Jordan Lewis, nice job by number 1 tagging up. So used to Wilbert playing there. He's DHing right now. Jordan Lewis makes the catch. That ball was smoked to center field. Nice job by Jordan Lewis. So Brandt flies out. Jordan Lewis, heck of a job to catch that one. That'll bring up number 10, Burke. Strike call on the outside corner. Burke ropes it up the middle. Coming around to score. There's going to be a play at the plate. They cut it off. Nice job there by Burke. RBI single. Heck of a job there to come back, and that's what you want. If you're the manager or the players, you want to answer back. You don't have to score all 6, but you answer back 1. And David Ernst going out to talk to his boy, David Siciliano. Brings up number 42. Johnson struck out his last time up. The right fielder. Batting .295 on the season. 6-1 Fort Lauderdale leading. 6-1. Eagles leading. As Johnson, the right fielder, batting .295 on the season. Takes a strike call on the outside corner, but a great piece of hitting by Burke. Batting .378 on the year, gets the RBI single. Good job by the Bruins to fight back here, 6-1. On the outside corner, whatever David Earns said, it appears to be working. We know David's a master motivator. Words of wisdom. Fun fact about David Earns. Tell you right after this pitch, foul back and out of play. David Earns once pitched 32 scoreless innings. 32 scoreless innings. Gary, have you ever done that? Oh, okay. Dude, do we know how many innings scoreless Gary has ever pitched in a row? Like, do you know what her record is? No? Is that true? You had 5 shutouts in a row? Alexa Gary in the booth, our All-American softball pitcher. Did you see the look Gary gave me when I asked her that question? Like, yeah, I did that on a weekend. Swing and a miss. Strike call. David Siciliano gets another strike. Unofficially, I have him for 4 Ks. Is that correct? 2 outs now. Here in the top of the 4th. Siciliano. 5 strikeouts unofficially. Well, we'll make that official now. Siciliano with 5 strikeouts. So whatever Coach David Earns said appears to be working. Two strikeouts. 5 strikeouts for here. As it's now 2 outs. 2-0. Bob Jones battled back for a run. They've been scrapping all day. Don't expect this team to go away quietly. 2-1 count. Comeback pitch there. Just getting started here. Once the lights come on, we'll have no more issues with the broadcast and the lighting. There's a shot into the gap. Nice piece of hitting there. And the runner, he's going to send them home. Here's the relay, throw up the line. Not in time. So a single there. And an RBI. So it's now 6-2. They're battling back. And this is what you expect from Bob Jones. Very well coached, scrappy bunch of young men. If you're watching this and cheering for them, this is what they've been doing all day. Been thoroughly impressed. Don't go by their record. They're here to win it. Takes a strike call on the outside corner. 1 strike. To number 17, Prouse. Left fielder, swing and a miss, strike 2. Bob Jones battling back. Umpire telling the people in the dugout for the Bruins to stay in the dugout. You're allowed 26, is that correct? 26 people in the dugout for these South regions? 26 people allowed in the dugout. Swing and a miss. So he gets out of the inning, but congratulations to Bob Jones. The Bruins strike back, get a safety. It is 6-2. You're watching UFTL live on YouTube.
In 2006, we founded Yeti Coolers with a simple mission: build the cooler we use every day if it existed. One that was built for the serious outdoor enthusiasts rather than for mass discount retailers. One that could take the abuse we knew we'd put it through, out in the field and on the water. One that simply wouldn't break. We decided early on that production innovation would come from necessity and first-hand experience, not from market research and data analysis. Today, Yeti products perform when it matters most. Whether that be an excursion into the remote Alaskan wilderness, chasing redfish on the Gold Coast, or just getting together with friends in the backyard, we make gear that helps you stay out longer, travel farther, and live harder. #BuiltForTheWild.
It's talking about Bob Jones. The Bruins battling back. Brings up Jordan Lewis.
It's my game. I call it one. Like, okay.
Fly out and a strikeout for Jordan Lewis. So the Bruins battled back so much in the first game. It was so impressive. I mean, don't go by their record. Again, they're 10-27, now 11-27. But this team is better than their record, and they're playing like it today. And again, win or lose, they come back tomorrow. I do not want to face this team if I'm one of the other teams remaining. They just keep fighting. They just keep coming at you. They don't get riled. They don't get nervous. At least this is what I'm seeing right now. A lot of teams take on a different personality come the postseason. Swing and a miss for Lewis. Strikes out. So Jordan Lewis strikes out. 1 out. I mean, last year, our UFTL team was slumbering around 500. They win the South region. So you never know. Once a team gets hot in the postseason, I know it's a cliche, but on any given day, any team can win. And it brings up the player of the game right now, Juan Jamie Nunez, double, HR, 2 for 2. And there's a shot again. They cannot get him out. They cannot get this man out. Juan Jamie Nunez, a triple away from the cycle. Juan Jamie Nunez, a triple away from the cycle. He is raking. They can't get him out. Unbelievable. Wow. Ryan Reifenberg, strikeout and base on balls. To the player we call Mr. Efficiency. Just unbelievable what Ryan has done. Not just this year, but his entire career. Over to first, nothing doing there. 1 out. We're going to be back at it tomorrow. Not sure, Lewis, did we get the first game scheduled tomorrow yet? Lewis, thanks for that. Lewis, one of the assistant coach, just nods his head. Thanks for that input, Lewis. Always a pleasure having you in the booth. Ryan Reifenberg hits one deep. But he dropped it. He dropped it. I'm going to give him a hit on that. Ball dropped in front of him. All right, we'll give him an error there. We'll give him an error. That is an error. The ball hit his glove and popped out. Brings up Lou Ho. Single and reached on an error as well. Also has a stolen base. So Reifenberg reaches on an error. The ball literally hit his glove. He smoked that one. And the left fielder dropped it. So first and second now with 1 out. Eagles threatening again. Gets underneath it, foul back, and out of play. We're not sure what time we're going tomorrow. Again, I tell everyone just check our Twitter page or check our UFTL YouTube page so we can figure it out. I'm assuming we're going to go around between 10 or 11. Foul back and out of play. We have one elimination game tonight. That's at 8 o'clock between the number 3 seed Toccoa Falls and number 4 Southeast Baptist Chargers. The elimination game. Two strikes now. Foul back and out of play again. Staying alive. Not just a Bee Gees song. Staying alive. And that's what he's doing at this at bat. Two strikes, 1 out. He just missed that one as well. Out for the second out of the inning. Flies out. 2 outs. Chris Martin, who had a single and RBI. 2 RBI, sorry. Chris Martin, single, 2 RBI. Strike call on the outside corner. Chris Martin, when you think of professional hitters, you think of him. Drawing walks, making contact, getting gaps, single, doubles. 1-1, 2 outs to Chris Martin. Met his dad and brother last year in the World Series. Just fun individuals who love baseball. Chris Martin, what a career. Hall of Famer, as far as I'm concerned. UFTL Hall of Famer, as Chris Martin flies out here to end the inning. Yes. So we're headed to the top of the fifth, 6-2.
In 2000,
They were worried about cold butts. Had to bring the heated.
Whoa, look at that reaction. Look at that. Number 23, Gomez up. Struck out his first time up. Batting .219 on the year. Top of the fifth. One count. Eagles looking to secure the victory here. They went 0-2 last year in the South region, but went on to the World Series. They were ranked number one most of the season and were riddled with injuries last year at the end of the year and just didn't have that mojo that they appear to have now. Swing through that one. 2-2. There's a shot going back. Ryan Reifenberg has a beat on it and makes a play for the first out of the inning. So Gonzalez flies out. Brings up French, batting .292 on the season. Grounded out his last time up. Thanks so much for tuning in here. We'll be back tomorrow to broadcast all the games. One team will be eliminated today, either Southeastern Baptist or Bob Jones. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Southeastern Baptist or the Chargers. The Chargers or Toccoa Falls. They will be eliminated. Bob Jones had an impressive victory there early on today, and it was actually a two-day victory because they started the game yesterday, and just the mental toughness and the fight for this team. So either the Chargers or Toccoa Falls will be going home tonight. And it's unfortunate. You get to the postseason and you lose on the first day, but it's just a compliment. And it's very much an honor and privilege to be calling these games here, watching these teams battle it out. 1-2 strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, 1 out. You have no idea how hard these players work. Foul ball, out of play. And we said this on numerous casts, and we'll keep saying it. Congrats to the parents, the friends, family members who have taken these young athletes to AAU, driving 3, 4, 5 hours, spending the entire weekend watching baseball as these kids were growing up, to give them this opportunity to play here at the highest level. There's a ground ball to second. And he throws it. It's going to be a error. I don't know what happened there. Our first baseman grabbed it. And there's an error. So that's an error on our first baseman, Juan Jamie Nunez. So French reaches on an error, and it brings up number 3, Gonzalez. Popped out to the pitcher his last time up. That was when we got into a heated debate talking about Alexia Gary, how she needs to be more in command when she's on the mound and catch every fly ball. Gary, have you ever called someone off and said, I got this, when it's a fly ball in the outfield? Okay. Gary saying she has called off. One of the best fielding pitchers you will see. 2-0 count now. Going to be a shot to Chris Martin. Over to first. Gets him. So a pop out and a ground out for Gonzalez. And brings up Kirkpatrick, who had a single his last time up. Ground out and single. 2 outs. See how many pitches Siciliano has now. 65 pitches here at the top of the 5th. As the Eagles are up 6-2. Bob Jones keeps battling back. They will not go away. There's a shot to Chris Martin. And he ends the inning. Chris Martin tried to play with the runner, but then said, forget about that. I'm just going to throw to first and end the inning, and he does. So headed to the bottom of the 5th with the Eagles up by 4. Wilbert Javier Vargas. Base on balls and a double. Wilbert Javier Vargas. It's a shot, and he gets another single. So Wilbert on base all 3 times. Double, base on balls, and a single. Triple and a home run away from the cycle. Rosario back up. Strike on the outside corner. We didn't like that call at all. Again, it's always a ridiculous position to be in if you're the catcher, because you don't know if you want to argue, because you want that call for yourself. As the night sky showing up here, and it's finally starting to cool down in the booth. The windup pitch on the outside, ball. 2 ball, 1 strike to Rosario. Talked about him and Ethan Stevens. Rosario batting a healthy .316. Gabe Manguel on deck. Out in front of that one for a strike. Wanted to check the ball there for a minute. Two count. There's a shot by Rosario, and he's going to grab a single. So Wilbert advances to second. Rosario grabs a single. We talked about him being a very good hitting catcher. And it brings up Gabe Manguel. CJ Frezza going to pinch run for Rosario. Gabe 1 for 2 on the day. So CJ Frezza, redshirt sophomore, on the base path now. No outs. That was number 9, Quinlan, still in the game. There's a bunt by Gabe. Sacrifice bunt. Sacrifice bunt for Gabe. And it brings up the top of the lineup, Eric Scott. Eric Scott scored a run, bunted for a base hit, and flew out deep to the left fielder. Just got under that one. In the bottom of the 5th inning, Eagles 6-2. Would love to add to this lead because we know how Bob Jones loves to fight back. The Bruins not backing down. Strike call. Nighttime approaching us here. Just under 6:42 p.m. here, Eastern Standard Time. 1-1. Eric Scott, 70 runs scored coming into this game, 51 for 51 in stolen bases. Pitcher takes a moment there to gather himself. Great speed on the bases, Wilbert and CJ Frezza. 2-1 count to E. Scott. E. Scott was South Region Player of the Year last year, All-American. Expect him to be in the running for both this year as well. It's a phenomenal leadoff hitter. Ground ball. Second baseman's going to have to hurry, but it will score a run as Wilbur Javier Vargas scores. So a productive out by Eric Scott, 7-2. So Brady O'Loon going to come in and pinch hit here for Jordan Lewis. Brady O'Loon batting .278 on the season. 1 home run, 7 RBI. He's played in 38 games this year. He's wearing Drew Powell's number 17. Both lefties. Strike call there. Drew, do you know what your career batting average was? Yep. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. It was a trivia question. What are you talking about? 286. Yeah. Yes, it is. Okay. On the outside corner, checks his swing, does not go. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. CJ Fraser on third. Fouls it off.
Year 2, I had 20. Year 2 stats.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. On the outside corner, it calls strike 3. But the Eagles take the lead and advance. Leading by a touchdown. They scored 7, and Bob Jones has a safety. So a touchdown versus safety, 7-2. We'll be back after this.
Liberal arts or ministry? Jumpstart your career today by enrolling at University of Fort Lauderdale, one of South Florida's premier Christian institutes of learning. Whether on campus or through online classes, University of Fort Lauderdale has everything to equip and prepare you for the career you are seeking. We offer associate's, bachelor's, and master's degrees in various fields of study through our colleges of business leadership, religious studies, and liberal arts. From Christian counseling to Christian education, from business administration to criminal justice, from broadcasting and theatrical production to information technology. It's all here, and it's waiting for you. Prepare to meet your future head on. Get started on your career path the right way. Financial aid is available. University of Fort Lauderdale, a place where change happens. For more information, visit us at uftl.edu.
Top of the 6th. Number 2, Brant. Over 2 on the day. Takes a strike of Siciliano. How many pitches he has, Drew? 67 pitches for Siciliano. Here on the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Siciliano started the season and was not 100%. Coach David Ernst kept saying once he gets healthy, he'll be fine. Cuts through that one. 2 strikes. 1-2 count. The windup. 1-2. Swing and a miss. For the 8th strikeout unofficially on the day. In 3, 2, 1. Say it together. The whiff. 1 down. Siciliano, 8 strikeouts. Unofficially. Brings up Burke, who had an RBI last time up. Smooth hitting third baseman. Pops up. Everyone coming in. 2 down. So a fly out there by Burke brings up Johnson. Juan Jamie Nunez with the putout. Game started about 5:10. We're at 6:50 right now. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Nice cut there, just way out in front of that one for Johnson. The right fielder. Hitting .295 coming into this South Regional Championship. Ball on the inside part of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Eagles in command, 7-2. Swing in the dirt, nice pitch there, fooling the batter for a 2-strike count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Eagles up 7-2. Fastball fouled off. So we'll do this again. Swing and a miss. Way out in front of that one. How many strikeouts officially, Drew? Give me the number. 8 strikeouts officially. As the Eagles going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Up 7-2. Siciliano pitching a gem. Brings up the play of the game now. Juan Jamie Nunez, double, home run, single. He's a triple away from the cycle, Drew. A triple away from the cycle. If you don't know what a cycle is, that means you hit a home run, double, a single, double, triple, and a home run. What an addition he has been to this baseball program. 1 ball, no strike. Can't get him off the bases. You can't get him off the bases. Tonight, Indiana faces Cleveland in the NBA playoffs. Indiana takes game 1. So this is game 2. Cleveland almost in a must-win situation. We give you some out-of-town scores. And then the Golden State Warriors take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota beating the Lakers. Nice comeback pitch there for a strike. 2-1 count. 3-1. The scoreboard says 3-1. Strike call there. Nunez hits it. Oh, and it drops in. So he is now 4 for 4 on the day. A single for Juan. Jamie Nunez. Brings up Ryan Reifenberg. Strikeout, base on balls, and reached on an error. Well done there. On Jamie Nunez. Just getting the job done. 4 for 4 on the day. Wow. Ball in the dirt. Ryan Reifenberg. Mentioned how phenomenal his senior season has been. 417 batting average for Ryan Reifenberg. Don't know what Ryan's plans is when he graduates, but will not be shocked to see him trying to pursue a career and get paid big time money. Don't know if that's what he wants. Haven't really talked to him much about that. He's been so focused on this year. One at bat. One game at a time. I mean, he's had the senior season approach that you have. Come to work every day, lunch pail, and produce. One of the best senior seasons in UFTL history. Reifenberg flies out to center, going back, should be playable. Just got under that one. And Nunez tags up. Smart play. The ball was hit so deep. So Ryan Reifenberg, productive out. Lou has a single, reached on an error, stole a base as well. RBI opportunity here with one out. Juan did not hit the triple, but he did get a single. He's 4 for 4. Oh, just curving. If you're going to be fair, and he makes the out. Just got under. We're just missing these balls. We're just getting underneath them. They're going a country mile, but this is a big ballpark. And they're going deep, deep, deep to the outfield. Two outs now for Chris Martin. Single. Chris Martin. Flew out last time up. Chris Martin going into the gap. Is that going to... No, what a great play by the center fielder. As the ball stood up there, Chris Martin hit it into the gap. But the speedy center fielder makes the out. And they're down to their final 3 outs. It is 7-2 UFTL leads.
East Coast Covers, creator of the Smart Commuter Cover, designs and manufactures custom American handmade quality products. It is the only cover with an adjustable 4-toggle lock and cord system, which lets you create the fit you want without the need for additional tie-downs. The cover conveniently self-stores when pulled into the attached backpack and also provides a pocket for storing small belongings. Nearly 42 years of riding experience are behind every design with a cover for whatever 2 wheels you ride.
Final 3 outs for the scrappy Bob Jones Bruins. Number 14, Kennedy up. One for 2 on the day here in the second half of their doubleheader. Impressive win in the opening game by Bob Jones. Ball gets by in the dirt. Siciliano looking to pitch a complete game. So the fourth game coming up. Will be the elimination game. It was a shot. Playable. Oh, he dropped it. He dropped the second baseman, dropped the ball for the error. A routine fly ball, can of corn. The second baseman dropped it. As Coward moves to shortstop. Got a pinch hitter now. Number 5, Carroll. Matt Carroll batting .259 on the season. So no outs as Eric Scott makes the error. Austin Coward moves to shortstop. Eric Scott moves to second. There's a ground ball down the third base line. So back-to-back runners get on base now. And it brings up number 23, Gomez. A fly out and a strikeout for him. No outs. Runners on first and second. So at 8 p.m., just to remind you, Southeastern Baptist Chargers take on Toccoa Falls. The loser goes home. The winner of this game will play Trinity Baptist College tomorrow. And the loser of this game will play the winner of Game 4. So it might be a rematch. We'll see. A lot going on here in the South region as Coach Jay goes to the mound. We're up 7-2 here. Trying to get out of this one. Won't expect anything less from Bob Jones. These Bruins have battled all day long. Big shout out to their coach and these players who just continue to fight. Good cut by Gomez. Foul backing out of play. No outs. 2 runners on. The Bruins threatening. The fly ball should be playable. Makes the out. 1 down. Gomez flies out. So they're down to their final 2 outs. Number 15 comes up. Bryson French, 292 on the year. Reached on an error. Grounded out. 7-2 Eagles lead We're on the top of the seventh. Got to fix that banner going down the bottom. It froze for us for a second. We'll get that fixed for you now. Wild pitch, so the runner advances to third. How many pitches does Siciliano have? 88 pitches for Siciliano. Trying to close this out. Would love to see a ground ball here if you're an Eagle fan. Got a double play ball in the dirt. Nice block. First and third, 2 balls, no strikes. We do have some activity going on in the bullpen. Ball 3 now. I think you got to take at least 1 or 2 here. Takes a strike. 1 out in the inning. 3-1 count. The windup, the pitch here. Foul back and out of play. Nice cut. So 3-2 now. Siciliano battling back. The windup in the dirt. So bases loaded. Gonzalez 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Coach Billy coming in. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. So Siciliano did all he could do. Gave up 2 runs. Battled. Responsible for these runners now with 1 out. Peyton Casey coming into the game. We'll be back after this.
Liberal arts or ministry? Jumpstart your career today by enrolling at University of Fort Lauderdale, one of South Florida's premier Christian institutes of learning. Whether on campus or through online classes, University of Fort Lauderdale has everything to equip and prepare you for the career you're seeking. We offer associate's, bachelor's, and master's degrees in various fields of study through our colleges of business leadership, religious studies, and liberal arts. From Christian counseling to Christian education, from business administration to criminal justice, from broadcasting and theatrical production to information technology. It's all here, and it's waiting for you. Prepare to meet your future head on. Get started on your career path the right way. Financial aid is available. University of Fort Lauderdale, a place where change happens. For more information, visit us at uftl.edu.
Peyton Casey comes in now, 3.77 earned run average, 45 strikeouts on the season. He'll be facing Gonzalez with 1 out here and bases loaded. So Peyton Casey, high pressure situation, but you will trade an out here for a run. You will trade an out for a run. Absolutely. Ball in the dirt gets by Rosario, but not enough to advance the runner. as Gonzalez. 1 out now. Base hit here will score at least 2. Foul backing out of play. Bob Jones, the number 5 seed, making the most of their opportunities here today. Scrappy bunch of young men. Really impressed with the way they've played. Nice block by Rosario in the dirt. 1 ball now. One ball, 2 strikes. I'm sorry, 2-1. That makes it 3-1. No place to put him. 3-1, 1 out. Bases juiced. Top of the 7th. There's a shot. Nice play. Over to second. Gets 1 to first. Safe. So a nice play by Coward there, the shortstop, for the 2nd out of the inning. So it makes it 7-3 now. Touchdown to a field goal. Bob Jones refuses to go away. 2 outs, though. And it brings up Kirkpatrick, number 19. Had a ground out, a singles, batting .366 on the year. Phenomenal leadoff hitter. 1st and 3rd, 2 outs, 7-3. Peyton Casey, we said we'll trade an out for a run, and that's exactly what he did. Strike on the outside corner.
Home run number on season sending season stats. Isn't their stats all messed up? Where's the stats?
A pop-up. Eric Scott comes under it, and that ends the game. Congratulations to Bob Jones for battling back against the number 1 ranked UFTL Eagles. It is closing time here in Davis Field, Oakland Park. I don't care where you go, but you can't stay here if you're Bob Jones, because the UFTL Eagles win 7-3, 7-3, 7-3. Take the first game as Bob Jones goes down for their first loss. We'll come back to you at 8 o'clock for the elimination game. The elimination game between Southeastern Baptist and Toccoa Falls. In the immortal words of Arnold Schwarzenegger, first of all, I want to say thanks to Drew Powell, thanks to Alexia Gary, and thanks to you for watching. In the immortal words of Arnold Schwarzenegger, we'll be back.